Oh, sorry, my microphone was on mute. Okay. Take a deep inhalation and a long exhalation. And bring your awareness to your thoughts. Let go of all your thoughts. Continue to observe your breath. Now you may bring your palms together for Om chanting. Yogena chittasya padena vacha malam sharirasya cha vaidyakena yopakarottam pravaram muninam patanjalim pranjaliranatosmi Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Om Sahana Vavatu Sahana Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavahai Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om. So we'll start with the asana practice. Bring your arms on either side, stretch your fingers. Feel the vibration in the arms. Feel the flow of prana, the tingling feeling. Inhaling, bring the arms up. Elongate the spine. Exhaling, bring the arms down. Inhale. Exhaling, arms forward. Inhale. Exhaling, bring the right arm down. Look at your left palm, look at your right. And change. And release. One more time. Inhaling, bring the arms up, interlock your fingers, turn the palms up. And see if your arms can come behind the ears, elongate the spine. Now take a deep inhalation. While exhaling, bring the right arm to the left. Turn your chest to the left. Now bring the left arm to the right thigh. If necessary, pull that arm with your right arm. And optionally, extend your right arm on the left thigh. Chest facing the ceiling. Be gentle with it. And release. And change. Go to the other side. Bring the left arm to the right thigh. And extend your left arm on the right. And release. So now raise your right arm, rotate the right arm, make 3 circles. And reverse. And change. And release. And rotate both the arms. And throughout the practice, synchronize the movement with the breath. Keep the breath awareness. And release. So now let's practice the wrist bending. Change. And release. Make a fist and rotate. And reverse. And release. So now bring your arms on either side. Inhale. Exhale. And arms forward. Inhale. Exhale. And bring the arms up. Inhale. Exhale. And release. So now let us practice the shoulder rotations. Extend your arms on either side. Bring the palms to the shoulders. Join the elbows without any discomfort. 5 times. Inhale. Exhale. And reverse. And release. Bring your shoulders up. In, out, down. Up, in, out, down. So now let's practice the neck rotations. Bring the chin up. Look at the ceiling. Chin to the chest. Inhale. Exhale. Now turn the head from side to side. Now stay there on the right side. Open your eyes. Look as far back as you can. Gently hold there. Now bring the left arm to the right knee. Increase your peripheral forward. and release. Now change, go to the other side. Bring the right arm to the left, gently hold there. And release. Now bring the right ear to the right shoulder, left ear to the left shoulder. Inhale when you come to the middle, exhale to one side, inhale, exhale to the other side. So remember, the key difference between exercise and yoga is awareness. In exercise, what happens? We do not pay attention to the breath. We do not pay attention to the body. So your mind is somewhere else. So when your mind is not with the moment, the prana does not move. That's the whole idea. So in yoga practice, we should always keep the awareness on the breath and the movement. Now drop the right ear to the right shoulder. Place the left arm on the mat. Keep extending until you get a connection with fingertips. Gently hold there. Close your eyes. Enjoy the pose. And change. Go to the other side. Drop the left ear to the left shoulder. And extend your right arm. Hold. And release. Now bring the right arm to the left side of your head. Extend your left arm. Slightly pull the head towards the right and gently hold there. And change. Go to the other side. And release. So now bring the palms to the back of your head, bring chin to the chest, hold there. And place the palms on the forehead and release. So now let's practice the rotation, full rotation. Right ear to the right shoulder, all the way to the left. Inhale, exhale. And change. And release. So now take away the blanket. So bring the right arm towards the right side, left arm to the left side. Now bring the right arm towards the floor, gently hold there. And make sure that the left knee is not raising. And bring the left arm over the left knee, gently hold there. And change. Go to the other side. Bring the right arm over the right. And release. Now bring the palms to the back of your head. Interlock your fingers. Bring the right elbow outside the right knee. Left elbow facing the ceiling. And if necessary, use a block. Always keep a block handy So if you do not force the body, if it is not coming, keep a block here and do it this way. And gradually, within a few weeks, the body will start changing. And change. Go to the other side. And now bring the right elbow in the front. Left elbow facing the seat. And change. Now bring the right elbow to the left. Left elbow to the right. 2 more times. And if your body permits, bring the chest down. Do not force yourself. If you have back problems, please avoid this. Extend your arms forward. Inhale, sit up. Exhale. Inhale. Now bring the arms to one side, to the other side. And now very gently see if both the arms can come to one side. Bring the chest down and practice what you can. Do not force the body. And change. Go to the other side. And release. So now let's practice the counter pose. Raise your hips. And come back. Now you may bend your knees, drop the knees from side to side. Keep the knees together. Now separate the feet. Right knee to the left heel. Left knee to the right heel. Now raise the hips. Bring both the arms to one side. And to the other side. Go fast. And come back. So now stretch your legs. Bend your toes. Point and flex. Point and flex. And rotate. And reverse. Now raise your right leg, insert the right arm, massage your right foot with your left. Feel the foot between the toes and rotate. And reverse. Now place the right foot on the left arm. The right arm goes around and swing. Now gently place the right foot on the left thigh, slowly bring the right knee down. And the spinal twist. Place the right foot outside the left leg. The left arm goes around and turn the chest to the right. And your right arm is behind you on the mat. Gently hold. and change. Go to the other side. Massage the left foot and rotate and reverse. Place the left foot on the right arm. The left arm goes around and straight. And gently bring the left knee down. And the spinal fist. And release. So now place the right heel on top of left foot. Bring the feet down on the left side. Turn your head to the right. Gently hold there. Mild spinal twist. And change. And release. So now you may lie down on the back. And relax. Inhaling, bring the arms beyond the head. Exhaling, arms back to the body. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Now you may bend your knees, drop the knees from side to side. Keep the knees together. Knees to the right, turn your head to the left. Knees to the left, turn the head to the right. Keep going. Separate the feet. Right knee to the left heel. Left knee to the right heel. So in the early morning, body is usually very stiff. So it takes time for us to warm up the body. And now bring both the knees into the chest. Exhale. Inhale. And rotate the knees and hips. And reverse. And release. Now you may shift over to your abdomen. Put your forehead down. Extend your arms forward. Take a deep inhalation. 5 seconds inhale, then exhale. See what is happening here. When you are inhaling, the abdomen is pushing the mat. When you are exhaling, the abdomen is going inside. So let's take here up to 5 to 10 breaths. And let us practice the Matsya Right knee towards the right side, relax on your left cheek. See, these poses are quite relaxing. And if anyone has sciatica or back pain, these must be practiced before you go to advanced asanas. These are very, very powerful asanas to eliminate and prevent back pain. And quite relaxing too. You don't feel like coming out of the pose. And change. Go to the other side. And release. So now the first back bend you usually practice is Makarasana. So Makarasana is used to, it helps to strengthen the lumbar region. Support your chin with your palms, gently hold it, and bring your awareness to the lower back. And if you have any discomfort, suspend the pose immediately. Now bring the right heel to the right heel, left heel to the left heel. Now both the heels to both the hips. And rotate the heels. And reverse. And relax. So now come to all fours. Press the palms firmly on the ground. And let's practice the cat and dog stretch. Inhale. Raise the tailbone. Raise the chest. Raise the chin. Lower the back. Exhale, exhale, exhale. As you exhale, the abdomen is emptied. Squeeze the abdomen. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Now drop your chin towards the right side. Raise on the left side. Inhale. Rotate the whole body. Exhale. And reverse. And now gently come back. Sit on the heels and relax. Surrender to gravity. And come back. So now, let's practice the butterfly. Keep the feet together, open the feet, facing the ceiling, and gently bring the knees down. Now hold the knees, bring the knees down. Now sit back on the blanket or on the block. We'll practice the Navasana. Sit on the blanket if you have one, or on the floor. Keep the knees together, feet together. Extend your arms forward and hold. So this pose also helps you with the dharana. You cannot think of anything because you have to focus to be able to hold the pose. Now bring both the arms to the right side. Turn your head to the left. Hold. And change. Come back. Now raise the right leg. Raise the left leg. And release. Now let's practice the full boat pose. So gently raise your legs, straighten the legs, and hold. And if possible, reach the ankles. And release. So now, lie down on the back. So now bring the right knee into the chest. Inhale, exhaling, raise the chin towards the knee. Inhale, exhale. Now place the right foot on the left thigh. Extend your right arm. Bring the knee down on the left side. Hold it. And change. Bring the left knee into the chest. Inhale, exhale. And place the left foot on the right thigh. Extend your left arm. Gently hold. And release. Now get ready for leg lifts. Place the palms under the hips. Relax the breath. Muster all your energy. And couple of precautions. If you have back pain, please avoid this. Or raise one leg at a time. Right? People who experience back pain. You can also bend your knees if necessary. Ideally, you should not bend the knees. So the important thing is please watch out if you have any discomfort, experiencing. If you keep forcing yourself, you will experience immense back pain. So please don't do that. Do what your body permits. Inhaling, bring the feet to 90 degrees. Do not raise the hips like in shoulder stand. Bring the feet to 90 degrees. Exhaling with breath awareness, bring the feet to 1 inch above the ground. Keep going. And relax. Now extend your arms on either side. Keep the feet together. Raise the feet to 90 degrees. Open the feet at the top. Join them at the bottom. Make circles. Inhale. Come up. Exhale. Release. And change. Open the feet at the bottom. Join them at the top. And relax. So now you may bend your knees. Drop the knees towards the right side. Turn the head to the left. Knees to the left side. Turn the head to the right. Now drop the knees towards the left side. Place the left palm on top of right knee. Extend your right arm. Hold it. Now straighten your right leg and gently hold it. And change. Drop the knees to the right side, right arm on top of left knee. Extend your left arm, hold it. Now straighten the left leg, hold it. And release. Now let's practice the bridge pose. Grab hold of the ankles or place the palms under the heels. Raise your hips into bridge. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Now come to a supported bridge. Support your hips with your arms and hold there. Walk the right foot forward. Come back. Walk the left foot forward. And relax. So now let's continue with the leg lifts. Extend your arms on either side. Keep the feet to 90 degrees. Drop the feet towards the right palm. Keep it at 1 inch above the ground. Do not raise the shoulders. Turn your head to the left. Drop the feet to the left side. Keep it 1 inch above the ground. Do this 5 times. Or as many times as you are comfortable. Now drop both the feet on the left side. Reach the feet or ankles with your left arm. This is called Jatara Pravritti. So this enhances the digestive power, Jataragni. Now press the left palm on the ground, raise your feet to 1 inch above the ground. Without separating the feet, drop them on the right side. and straighten the legs. Hold there. Turn your head to the left. And release. So now bring the palms under the head. Keep looking at your feet. Bring the right elbow to the right knee, left elbow to the left. Right elbow to the left. Both the knees to both the elbows. And relax. So now bend your knees, grab hold of the feet, swing forward and back. And if you want, you can stand up and come back. Do this a number of times. And get ready for standing poses. So place the palms on your hips and rotate the hips. And reverse. So now bring the right knee into the chest. Bring the right knee towards the right side and extend your left arm. Hold there. And change. Bring the right knee towards the left side and extend your right. And go to the other side. And change. So now let's practice the Laghu Sarvangati. Separate your feet by about 3 feet. Now bend to the right at 45 degrees. Drop your right arm, bring the left arm over. And change. Now full circle. And reverse. And release. So now let's practice the Ardha Chandrasana. Come to Samasthiti. Keep the feet together. Press the feet firmly on the ground. Relax the breath. Inhaling, bring the arms up. Interlock your fingers. Elongate the spine. Exhaling, bend to the right. Push the left hip out and change. And release. Now, Tadasana. Pull your kneecaps up, tighten all the muscles. Keep elongating the spine. Now, open your eyes. Focus on a point on the ground, raise on your toes. And release. And rotate the hips. And reverse. Okay, so now we'll practice Surya Namaskar.
Bend at the elbows. Om Marichai Namaha.
floor. Bend the knees if necessary. Straighten and bend. Straighten and bend. Push the pelvis forward. Look up. Body straight. Bend back. Back. Hold. Exhale. Bend the knees if necessary. Raise the left leg. Bend at the left knee. Clasp your arms if you can. Bend at the right knee. Send the knee to the ceiling. Bend back. relax, lie down on the mat and relax. Once you relax, practice your inversions. So inversions, it's a little difficult to teach the headstand when you are remote. But let me know if you are interested in learning. Or you can simply practice the shoulder stand. So headstand, you can always practice it against the wall. Relax. Initially, relax. Put your head down. So now, make a tripod. Right, interlock your fingers. And put your head down and raise your hips. And walk the feet forward. And now kick the ground and raise. So do not be in a rush to straighten the legs. Stay here. Balance yourself. Then gradually raise your. Then you practice the shoulder stand. Always practice the headstand first. And the counter pose for headstand is change pose. So when you have time, you have to stay in the headstand for starting with 3 minutes up to 5 or 8 minutes. So some schools, they actually expect us to stay for 8 minutes to complete graduation in yoga program. So gradually improve the strength, upper body strength and balance. Then you can practice your shoulder stand against the wall or without the wall. See, do not be in a rush to go to other poses. First stay here for at least a couple of minutes. And relax. So the counter pose for shoulder stand is Ustrasana, camel pose. First practice half camel. Bring the right arm towards the right heel and bend back. Now, if you can, touch both the heels, push the pelvis forward and hold. And sit on the heels, relaxed. So now you may relax and get ready for pranayams. See, today we have some new people, so we'll talk about the concept of pranayama. Take a little rest or take some water if you need to. Let's get ready for pranayams. So, before we start pranayams or practice pranayama, we have to understand what is prana, right? So, don't think that pranayama is just simply inhaling and exhaling or holding the breath. So, unfortunately, most of the times, a lot of people who practice don't understand this. See, for existence, right, for consciousness and prana are the two aspects. So, for example, for us to exist or as a being, so we have to have consciousness and we have to have prana. So, consciousness is actually who you are, right? But prana is something that is the vasanas, the movement, right? The life movement is caused by prana. And where is this prana coming from? From the vasanas. So, for example, when we say concentrate your prana between the eyebrows, what does it actually mean? What we have to understand is prana means that which always moves. For prana to move, the desire is required. Right? So, you as a conscious being, when you are actually, you have the ability to move the prana wherever you want. And breath is not prana, remember. Breath is the manifestation of prana. And your thought and breath are connected. See, when you are upset, the first thing that changes is breath. Or let's say when you are in intense desire or something like that, you start breathing heavily. So we have to understand that your prana follows your thoughts. So when we close our eyes and when we say inhale and exhale, when you are actually bringing your awareness here, then the prana starts actually moving here. So therefore, if you have to concentrate between the eyebrows, that means your awareness as a conscious being has to come here. So in other words, we are very capable of entering any part of the conscious being, right? So first of all, you have to understand you as a consciousness, right? It is not that consciousness is part of you. You are the consciousness. But for the consciousness to take life, or let's say to be throbbing, prana is required. So it's not that they're complementary and things like that. Both are the aspects of your living being. So now, The significance of prana is, see, when we lack prana, what happens is inflammation exists in the body. The resistance power, right? When you lack prana, you have low resistance power, and it's very difficult to maintain sattvic thoughts. For someone who lacks prana, the thoughts often are tamasic or rajasic, that kind of thing. So what are the sources of prana? The first source of prana is meditation. In meditation, you gain a lot of prana. Right? So the next source of prana is relaxation. Remember, what we normally understand is the moment we are hungry, we start eating, and then we think we are gaining prana. No. Food is also a source of prana, but not a predominant source of prana. That too only if you eat food with prana. That means fresh fruits, fresh vegetables, food that is not stored for many days in the fridge. You always have to cook and eat fresh. And you have to avoid foods like meats and things like that. So sattvic food, vegetarian food is full of prana. So when you take food, what happens? 50% of the food that we consume is spent in digesting the food. Digestion is the most taxing function in the body. It consumes a lot of prana. That's why light eating is very, very necessary. If you eat fully, then you can practice yoga. So then the next source of prana is water. So that's why in the early morning we take water with either lemon or whatever you are used to. So the sources of prana are food, water, and then fresh air. See, the air that we are breathing generally doesn't have a lot of prana. So when you go to mountains, you get fresh air there. There is a lot of the prana is multiplied multiple times. But we have to do what we can. So obviously we can't go there every day. So the point here is prana is very important for us to understand that we have to always keep our pranic levels higher. For example, when you get up in the morning and you feel dull or less energetic, that's a very bad symptom. Once you start practicing yoga and pranayama throughout the day, 24/7, you will never feel lethargy. That is when you know that your pranic levels are increasing. Okay, so these are the sources of prana. So how are we losing prana? We are losing tremendous amount of prana through negative thinking. So the moment you think negative about anything, you are losing prana. So therefore, we should not be subject to jealousy or let's say anxiousness, emotional thinking. All these things they keep depleting prana. So then desire also takes away prana. Right? So similarly, talking, when you keep on talking, you lose prana. So that's why we should not get involved in all the gossip, talking hours and hours on the phone. See, yogis actually, they realized all this. The yogis, what they do, see, what is the secret of yoga? Secret of yoga is to increase pranic levels and use those increased pranic levels for spiritual purpose. So don't think that the preliminary understanding, when we start yoga, yeah, it feels good because the body is now flexible. So in general, we are healthy. That's all good. But the long-term practice of yoga, especially combined with the spiritual knowledge and practices, brings abundant. See, when your mind is clean, when your antakarana is clean, you have abundant amount of prana. All these are connected. Okay. So these are some of the aspects of prana. So the important thing to remember is the sources of prana and how we lose prana, the sources of depleting prana, or the causes of depleting prana, and always maintain good lifestyle. Right? So all these things are important. So now pranayama has been mentioned in Bhagavad Gita. Pranayama is considered as one of the 12 yajnas in chapter 4, for example. So we have to understand why pranayama is given as one of the yajnas, or what is the benefit of actually practicing pranayama at spiritual level, isn't it? So in Patanjali Maharshi, in Yoga Sutras, he has given pranayama as one of the ways of controlling the mind. Right? So Patanjali Maharshi says, Prachardhana Vedaranabhyam va pranasya. When you exhale and hold the breath, that's one way to control the mind. So in other words, Yoga Sutras establish that connection between mind control or thought and prana. So when you actually slow down the breath, when you slow down your breath, your thought slows down. Okay. So the idea of pranayama is pranayama brings you vairagya in the long run. If you keep on practicing it for a long time, your desire will come down. Desire for anything. So therefore, pranayama is considered as a spiritual practice. Unless you have certain amount of vairagya, these practices cannot be useful. See, for yoga and for studying Bhagavad Gita and other scriptures, you need certain level of vairagya. See, why do we get up in the morning and practice yoga at 5 o'clock? Because we have to achieve certain level of control on the body and mind for us to spiritually progress. That's the whole idea. So pranayama is one of those techniques. And of course, as you go into deeper and deeper, pranayama has a lot of other aspects as well. So those are some of the theoretical aspects of prana and pranayama. Now coming to how to practice pranayama, the first thing that we have to understand is the breathing process. Okay. So the breathing process is involuntary in nature. In an average person, the inhalation is 3 seconds, exhalation is 3 seconds. And it automatically happens, involuntary in nature. Ajipa Gayatri, keep on having inside. But when you bring the awareness that I am inhaling and I am exhaling, a different part of the mind takes control of the breathing process. The involuntary breathing is controlled by primitive brain, medulla oblongata. And the conscious breathing is controlled by cerebral cortex. Cerebral cortex is what makes us human. So even if you don't do anything, you are not holding the breath, nothing, Suppose you are in a meeting, you don't talk, you don't have to talk anything. You just have to sit there. Instead of getting uncomfortable or anxious, or let's say you are in a traffic stop, it's a beautiful thing to do. Simply acknowledge your breath. Inhale and exhale. You don't have to do anything. You don't even have to force the breath. Simply notice how the abdomen is moving. That makes you very, very relaxed. So that is the first practice in pranayams. Conscious breathing, acknowledging the breath. So now, the average person only inhales 3 seconds, exhale 3 seconds. So that means the amount of prana, remember I told you, breath is the manifestation of prana. For example, if you don't breathe for a minute or 30 seconds, you are still alive. But if your prana is gone, you cannot be alive even for a second. So the inhalation that we are taking, it is converted into prana. And during the exhalation process, it is an elimination process. You are throwing away all your wastage, all your garbage. Right? So that is how the process works. Now, how is this prana distributed throughout the body? So prana is distributed through channels, imaginary channels called nadis. There are 72,000 nadis through which prana circulates throughout the body. And the chakras, probably all of you probably heard of chakras along the spinal cord. So when you sit straight like this, your spinal cord goes through the middle of your body. And these chakras are nothing but they are step-up transformers. Probably all of you studied step-up and step-down transformers. So these are energy, powerhouses of energy. So certain number of nadis converge there. So they are not physical in nature, remember. And out of these 72,000 nadis, there are 3 nadis that are very, very important. Ida, Pingala and Sushumna nadi. See, most of the times what happens when you are inhaling and exhaling, the prana keeps moving in the Ida and Pingala. The right nostril is sun energy, left nostril is moon energy. Now, when you hold the breath, that's when there is a chance that prana is pushed into Sushumna nadi. When the Sushumna nadi, see, remember, for the Sushumna nadi to flow, your Ida and Pingala have to be balanced. That's why we practice asana. When we practice asana, right nostril is open. When we practice yoga nidra, left nostril is open. When both left nostril and right nostril, that means sympathetic and parasympathetic energies are flowing properly, then the Sushumna nadi gets activated, or there is a chance that it starts flowing. When the Sushumna nadi starts flowing, you get to have higher experiences. Right? So, to start with, what we will do, we will practice some basic steps. See, before you learn pranayama, what is important for you is to practice deep breathing and silent breath. These are very important. So how do we do that? So let's practice that. So place your right palm on the abdomen, lower abdomen, and inhale and exhale in such a way that only the abdomen is engaged. Do not engage the rib cage and chest to the extent possible. So let's try 3 times. Inhale and exhale by engaging the lower abdomen. And relax. So what did you notice? The moment you started engaging lower abdomen, your breath becomes silent automatically because your breath becomes deeper. So now place the palm on the rib cage and inhale and exhale in such a way that only the rib cage is engaged. Do not engage the chest or the lower abdomen as much as possible. Let's start 3 times. And release. Now the chest. So only engage the chest, thoracic region. Do not engage the lower portion. And 3 times inhale and exhale. And release. So now combine all these things. Start with lower abdomen, go up to rib cage, chest, and beyond the chest. Or you can go beyond the chest. Let's practice 3 times. And release. So when you are moving forward, when we say yogic breath, practice yogic breath or 3-part breathing, that means you are starting with lower abdomen, engaging the rib cage, going beyond the chest, silent breath. It is like as if you are sipping through a straw. It should be as smooth as that. Or like pouring ghee in the bottle or something like that. So this is first. So for before we practice pranayams, it's important for you to understand what is prana, the sources of prana, and then the process of breathing. Conscious breathing is very important, and then yogic breath. Right? So of course there are varieties of pranayams that we can practice. So today what we will do with this knowledge, we will simply practice dirgha swasa. Dirgha swasa means 5 seconds inhale, 10 exhale. And gradually we will increase to 6 and 12. So silent breath, 3-part breathing like what we practice now. So the goal for you is to minimum go up to 10 and 20. 10 seconds inhale and 20 exhale. When you are inhaling for 10 seconds, exhaling for 20, you are only taking 2 breaths in a minute. And yogis measure lifespan in terms of number of breaths. The fewer breaths you take, the longer you live. For example, tortoise lives 300 years and it only takes 1 breath in a minute or something like that. So yogis observed the nature and they found out that by slowing down the breath, you can increase the longevity. Okay, so let us practice that. And we'll continue this. Don't be in a rush to all of a sudden start this. So we found an app. This is being very helpful so that we don't have to worry about keeping track of the time. Simply follow the instruction. So let us start with 5 and 10, 2 times.
Relax and get comfortable. Focus on your breathing.
Relax the breath.
Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Well done.
Relax. And please remember, inhaling breath is energizing, prana. Exhaling breath is purification, throwing away all your wastage. Elimination is the most important process in the body. Without that, we get sick. 6 and 12. 6 seconds inhale, 12. If you cannot do this, go back to 5
Relax
and 10.
and get comfortable. Focus on your breathing. Breathe in.
Silent breath, 3-part breath.
Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Well done.
Relax the breath. You should never strain in doing this. The lungs are very sensitive. Be careful. So now, if you
Sir, while exhaling also three part, I mean, in the same order, right? Just middle.
same, yes.
Thank you.
Now, if you are ready for the next ratio, go to 7 and 14. If not, stick to 6 and 12.
Relax and get comfortable. Focus on your breathing. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Well done.
Relax. So now let's try one more ratio, 8 and 16.
Relax and get comfortable. Focus on your breathing. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Well done.
And relax. So remember, when you are full of prana, then it's also easy for you to absorb the knowledge. That's why all these practices have to go together. For example, somebody might be listening to scriptures for 10 years, nothing happens because they're not able to experience it. Somebody mechanically practicing yoga for 20 years, they may not be able to go to higher state because they lack jnana. When you combine jnana with Patanjali Maharshi's yoga practice, it becomes extremely powerful for you to experience life. Okay, so we'll stop here. We will start Yoga Nidra. So next week again, we will practice or we'll discuss a few more aspects of pranayama. Then we will gradually get into holding the breath and all that. Okay? Yeah. Now you may please lie down on the mat, switch off the lights and get ready for Yoga Nidra. And you may spread a blanket or have a jacket ready. It does get your temperature drops when you go through Yoga Nidra.
So Yoga Nidra is a practice of relaxation that takes you deep into a psychic sleep. That means you are not actually sleeping, you are between waking and sleeping. So probably a dreamy state. Now, if you follow the instructions that I'm going to give you, if you follow them, follow me along, then you will find that most relaxing for you. So keeping the palms facing the ceiling, natural curve of the fingers, make sure your eyes are closed, allow the feet to fall to the sides, and then begin to feel the body as it lies on the floor. Feel the meeting points of the body and the floor. Under the shoulders, under the elbows, wherever they touch the floor, under the palms, under the hips, under the knees, and under the heels, and also under the head. Now, feel all those meeting points once again and see how your body is sinking into the floor more and more nicely. As the body sinks into the floor, you are also feeling the heaviness of the body increasing. Now bring your attention to the chest area. From the chest, as you close your eyes, feel the space from the chest to the ceiling. Just feel it, create a feeling of the space. Now, from the right side of your body, feel the space to the wall on the right. Now do the same with your left side, from the left side of the body to the wall on the left. Now bring your attention to the top of the head and feel the space from that spot to the wall behind and beyond your head. Now feel the space from the soles of your feet to the wall in front of the feet. Now feel the space once more under the body. How the body is grounded to the floor and your body is absolutely still and comfortably still. The word comfort is important in relaxation. If you're comfortable, you can continue. If you're not comfortable, you have to move until you are comfortable. So any change in position you can do now, but try not to keep moving. Try to be still. Only in stillness, you get a deep relaxation. Now bring your attention to each part of the body by bringing the consciousness to the right hand thumb. Your mind is moving to the thumb, but the thumb is not moving. You're bringing awareness to the thumb. Second finger. We'll go very quickly now. Second finger, the third finger, the fourth finger, and the fifth finger, the front of the palm, back of the palm, and the elbow, the right shoulder, and the waist, the right hip, the right thigh, knee, calf muscle, ankle, heel, the right big toe, second, third, fourth, fifth. Now feel the whole of your right arm and the whole of your right leg, the whole of your right side, and feel it is becoming heavier. And with that heaviness, you're also relaxing even more. Do the same with your left side, left hand thumb, second finger, third, fourth, fifth, front of the palm, back of the palm, wrist, elbow, shoulder, armpit, waist, left hip, left thigh, knee, calf muscle, ankle, heel, left big toe, second, third, fourth, fifth. Now feel the whole of your left side once again, making sure it is heavier and also relaxing. Now attention on both arms and both legs. Both arms and both legs heavier than before. And as a result, you're also feeling a deeper relaxation. Bring your attention now to your lower back, middle back, and upper back. And begin to soften the entire spine with your thoughts. Bring your attention to the back of the neck. And soften the back of the neck, continue with the back of the head also relaxing, and the top of the head. Now come to the top of the head, feel the sensation there. Feel the forehead and the space between the eyebrows. The space between the eyebrows is a very important center of energy. It's called the eye of Shiva, the third eye of Shiva. Continue down to the eyes, the right eye, the left side, the right ear, the left ear, the right nostril, the left nostril, and the right cheek, the left cheek. Your mind is moving to all these parts quickly. Now feel the upper lip and the lower lip, and also the chin, front of the neck, chest, abdomen, internal organs. Feel the internal organs also. Now begin to scan your body from the head to the toes. Develop a homogeneous awareness of the whole body. Become aware of the space occupied by the body. Become aware of the whole body and the floor. The whole body in relation to the floor. At the same time, become aware of the meeting points of the body and the floor. These are very subtle physical points between the body and the floor. Feel the meeting point between the back of your head and the floor, shoulder blades and the floor, elbows and the floor, back of the hands and the floor, buttocks and the floor, the calves and the floor, the heels and the floor. Do not sleep. Switch your attention now to the eyelids. Feel the narrow line of meeting between the upper and lower eyelids. Feel the sharp points where they meet. Intensify your awareness between the eyelids. Now, the lips. Center your attention on the line between the lips, the space between the lips. From the lips, we go to the breath. Draw your attention to the natural ingoing and outgoing breath. Feel the breath moving along the passage between the navel and the throat. On inhalation, it rises from the navel to the throat. On exhalation, it descends from the throat to the navel. Be completely aware of the respiration. Navel to throat, throat to navel. Do not try to force the breath. Just bring awareness to the breath. Now, maintaining your awareness, start counting your breaths beginning from number 10, first exhalation number 10, second exhalation number 9, continue until 1. Now you may stop counting. Let's come back to the body. Awaken the feeling of heaviness in the body, the feeling of heaviness in every single part of the body. You're feeling so heavy that you are sinking into the floor. Awareness of heaviness. Awareness of heaviness. Now, let us reverse the whole scene. Awaken the feeling of lightness, the weightlessness. Feel completely weightless in your body, in all parts of the body. Your body feels like a piece of cotton, so very weightless. Awareness of lightness. Now begin to awaken the sensation of heat. Awaken the experience of heat in the body. The whole body, you feel it is hot. The whole body is hot. You feel hot all over. Recollect the feeling of heat when you're out in the sun with no shade. Heat all over the body. Awareness of heat. Now, once again, change and feel the experience of cold. Awaken the experience of bitter cold in the body. Imagine you're walking on a cold floor in winter. Your feet feel very cold. You feel cold all over. Awareness of coldness, completely cold, bitter cold. Now bring your awareness to the dark space you see in front of your closed eyes. The dark space that you see in front of your closed eyes. Actually, this space can also be visualized in front of the forehead. So if you want to explore it a little, you can shift your gaze to the forehead. Watch the darkness that you see before you very carefully, with detachment. Do not become involved. Rest your mind in this warm and friendly darkness. If any subtle phenomena manifest, for example, colors or patterns, simply take note of these and continue with your awareness. If thoughts begin to happen, let them come and go. But continue watching the dark space in the forehead. Continue this with detached awareness. Very slowly now become aware of your breathing. Become aware of your natural breathing. Become aware of your relaxation. Feel your normal breath. Gradually develop awareness of your physical existence. Become aware of your arms and legs and your body lying stretched out on the floor. Become aware of the meeting point between your body and the floor. Once again, gradually develop awareness of the room without opening the eyes. Feel the colors of the walls, the ceiling, and then open your ears to any noises in the room and the noises outside. Externalize your mind, take your mind out at this point, but do not open your eyes until I tell you. Become completely external. Lie quietly for a few moments. Keep your eyes closed. Gradually when you're sure that you're wide awake, take a deep breath, inhale and a long exhale. And after that, begin to bend your legs, shift over to the right side, and then bundle up into the child's pose. Become cozy, casual, and comfortable.
You may gently press your left palm and sit up. Once you sit up, you may rub your palms, place your palms on your eyes. And relax. We will conclude with Om chanting. Asato ma satkamaya, tamaso ma jyotirgamaya, mrityorma amritangamaya. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. Thank you all. See you next week.
Thank you, Balaji Garu.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, Balaji, sir.
Thank you, Balaji.
Thank you, Balaji. Have a good day.
Yeah.
Thanks, Andy.
Thanks.
Thank you, Balaji.